I told y'all, boy, they be trying to get everybody out there, but they're trying to get everybody out of here, man. So today's video is about Lil Baby, the 4PF Rico that never happened. He was blamed for 4 murders that he didn't even do. Come on now.
Atlanta is back on its bullshit. After the complete failure that was the YSL trial, the city of Atlanta has now targeted Lil Baby, and the accusations are deadly. The Atlanta Police Homicide Commander would go as far as blaming Lil Baby for the double murder of 2 teens and connect him to a long, bloody series of violent events.
Right.
So in this video, we'll be covering the Lil Baby 4PF Rico that never happened. May 14th, 2024, 30-year-old Dominique Jones, who's more commonly known as Atlanta's own superstar rapper Lil Baby, was set to shoot a music video. The location, Dixie Hills.
Yeah.
This was Zone 1, West Atlanta, at the very beginning of the old Hidden Village apartments. A mostly abandoned, half-torn down apartment complex with a violent history that even Google Earth will show you is still very much the hood.
Ooh,
and apparently, it was a hood Lil Baby wasn't supposed to be in.
Right.
They began filming the music video with a whole production crew present when gunfire erupted. Atlanta police received calls just before 5 p.m. stating multiple people had been shot, and when they arrived on scene, they located a 24-year-old man shot in the arm and a 27-year-old man shot in the back. The victims were alert, conscious, and breathing.
That's good,
a 23-year-old man who couldn't wait for police was driven to the hospital with a gunshot to the neck. He too survived.
Tonight at 11, police are working to try to find out who opened fire on the set of a music video reportedly featuring Atlanta's very own Lil Baby.
The shooting happened just before 5 o'clock tonight. There is a map right here on your screen of where this all took place on Verbena Street. That's in the Dixie Hills neighborhood in the northwest part of the city.
Baby just pulled up on us. You know, we doing it big around this mud.
Chaos in this parking lot.
We had multiple individuals flee the scene subsequent to the shooting.
Hold on. We finna get back into the video, but before we do, man, I just want to say, man, if y'all want to keep seeing these videos, man, follow this page right here. Follow this page right here, and follow this last page right here. These are all 3 of my pages right here, man. And man, follow them up, man. Let's get it. Let's run it up, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Let's get back into the video. That's a wasted chicken right there, gang.
The city.
Baby just pulled up on us. You know, we doing it big around this mud.
Chaos in this parking lot.
We had multiple individuals.
Do your homework on the wasted chicken. Do your homework on the wasted chicken, ketchup, and fries right here. Do your homework on
the scene subsequent to the shooting.
Leaving a trail of evidence scattered across the crime scene.
We just heard pow, pow, pow. And the thing was da-da-da-da-da-da, and we grabbed the kids, and everybody was just running. It was a whole bunch of chaos.
Atlanta PD would note the attack appeared to be an isolated and targeted incident. But this shooting would intensify an already deadly feud between 2 rival gangs in the city. The Goodfellas is one of Atlanta's longest lasting gangs, having formed back in the early 2000s by Abdullah Williamson. The gang is alleged to have formed in the Rice Street jail, later becoming primarily a prison gang with a reputation for warring with the Bloods that dominate the Georgia.
Lost the words, nigga. How long is this damn chain? Nigga, it's zooming out so much, the thing keep growing. Pause.
Prison system. Abdullah or Lil Duel.
Nigga, what movie you finna play, nigga? You finna play as the new Jason Voorhees with that goddamn machete? Ain't no shame.
Abdullah or Lil Duel is currently serving a life sentence. His alleged second in command, Johnny McClendon, is also serving a life sentence after allegedly ordering a hit on one of their own members.
This man crazy. Was that him with the shank? No, that wasn't him with the shank.
With the reputation,
I'm finna say, that's crazy.
Lil Duel is currently serving a life sentence.
Jesus.
His alleged second in command, Johnny McClendon, is also serving a life sentence after allegedly ordering a hit on one of their own members.
Damn.
That man would be released from prison only to be murdered days later.
The
Goodfellas made it happen on the streets and behind the wall. With influence.
Wait, hold on. What is that? Hold on. Is that somebody on the live right here? No, they not. They ain't lying. They not to be played with, bro. Ah, in jail is crazy.
Goodfellas made it happen on the streets and behind the wall.
Oh hell
With
no.
influence from the Italian mafia, the Goodfellas were go by other names such as the Mob, La Familia, or La Cosa Nostra.
They got it.
But this wasn't the mafia, nor did it operate like the mafia. This was a homegrown Georgia prison gang that was out for blood. OMF, or Only My Family, was a younger subset of the Goodfellas based out of West Atlanta and primarily located within Dixie Hills.
Alright.
This was the same area the music video shootout happened. 4PF, or 4 Pockets Full, shootout happened. 4PF, or 4 Pockets Full, is a money gang based out of the Oakland City neighborhood of Southwest Atlanta. 4PF is exactly what they claim to be, a money gang, known less for violence and more for funds, but made famous by none other than Lil Baby. They aren't exactly innocent though, or at least that's what the streets.
Yeah, hold on, no footage. Hey, look.
They aren't.
Lil Baby had a little physique back there.
Exactly innocent though, or at least.
Yeah, Lil Baby had a little physique back there, bro. He got like a cool 4-pack. Maybe 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, no gay, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, he had a little cool physique, bro. You know what I'm saying? I work on myself, so I know somebody. I mean, maybe it was the natural physique, but you know what I'm saying? Now he got a whole lean belly now. He got a little lean belly now.
That's what the streets allege.
But he had a little
apparently,
cool
OMF believes 4PF is responsible for the 2021 shooting of 19-year-old Marcus Holland, who is known as Big Mark. A member of OMF, he'd be gunned down at a Shell gas station, and his grave would literally read, Gravedigger. Atlanta police believe Lil Baby was shooting a music video in a rival hood, knowing what could happen, and it did. OMF allegedly shot it up everybody in this video Mark. On Instagram, Mark went by the name 2500 Mark, and 2500 stood for the block, as 2500 Center Street was the heart of the Etheridge Court projects. This was home to Mark, and was immediately targeted after Lil Baby's video shoot was shot up. On May 18, 2024, 4 days after the music video shooting, Atlanta police responded to the projects at 2 a.m., finding 21-year-old Nasia Cox shot dead. She'd been killed in the passenger seat of a vehicle while her child sat in the back seat. Investigators believe 4PF acted in revenge, targeting OMF in one of their projects, and the female was just a casualty of war. The following month, 31-year-old OMF member Trevante Turner was found at 3 a.m. shot to death in an apartment. His cousin Keontae Sanders, who was known within OMF as Midnight, was incarcerated at Hancock State Prison at the time. Investigators would learn he was coordinating revenge against 4PF members through phone calls and social media. Investigators recovered extensive conversations with multiple OMF members, planning retaliation on John Smith, who was known as 4PF J-Shot, a close associate of Lil Baby's, who investigators listed as a gang leader. OMF believed J-Shot is the one who killed Trevante in the apartment. On July 2nd, 2024, OMF would strike. It was 12:34 a.m. when Atlanta PD responded to the West End Apartments in Oakland City, the heart of 4PF territory. They'd find 13-year-old Lamont Freeman dead at the scene.
Not the kids. Come on now. They kids, bro. They kids. They didn't even drop their balls yet, bro. They didn't even hit puberty yet, bro. What the hell did they do, bro? What they do? I thought the kids was all limits.
10-year-old Jacody Davis in critical condition, and 11-year-old Dontavius Davis with a gunshot to the foot. Jacody Davis would die at the hospital. Investigators would learn the Davis brothers had left their apartment just before midnight to wish Lamont a happy birthday when they were ambushed. Surveillance footage from multiple locations spotted 2 vehicles that circled the apartment complex twice before 6 armed individuals got out and opened fire. Multiple shell casings were left at the scene from 5.56, 7.62, 2.23.
5.56, 5.56, 2.23s, 7.62s. 5.56, 2.23s, 7.62s.
Arm was found with a gunshot to the head.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
He was shot repeatedly in the chest.
7
members of OMF / the Goodfellas would be arrested, including Keontae.
Oh, they don't care. They say retaliation is retaliation. No matter what it is. They say retaliation. Everybody's on limits. Nobody's off limits. Oh my
Sanders,
gosh.
the cousin of Trevante, who was planning revenge from prison.
Oh, they want to revenge.
It's alleged OMF were hunting 4 PF members and ended up jumping out and gunning down kids with rifles. So here's the twist. Atlanta's homicide commander would blame Lil Baby for causing this shooting.
What the hell Lil Baby gotta do with it, bro? Lil Baby just had no hits. He didn't do nothing to nobody.
Major Ralph Woolfolk of the Violent Crime Interdiction Section. And I first want to say the overall theme of this case is grown men playing gangster that left 2 of our children in graves and a community in fear. Lamont Freeman was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes before gang violence ultimately took his life. And cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in the subsequent days, we saw homicides and shootings, and ultimately the deaths of 2 children as a result of his cowardly actions. And you know who you are. And I tell you that this team will work relentlessly to hold you and the persons that you are affiliated with responsible for those actions.
Ralph Woolfolk would claim because Lil Baby shot a music video in a place he shouldn't have been, he caused a chain reaction of violence that resulted in Nasia being killed in front of her kid, Trevante being killed in an apartment, and crazy. 2 teens being gunned down with rifles. So why haven't charges been filed? Because the accusations are bullshit, and it's easier to place blame on a multi-millionaire Grammy Award-winning artist than on the police who failed to put away the same men carrying out these murders. Not one gun has Lil Baby's prints, and I highly doubt he's planning murders while on tour, because in all honesty, it doesn't sound like 4PF has been taking losses. It sounds like OMF has been losing back-to-back members. So why the fuck would Lil Baby feel the need to even be involved? On March 31st, 2025, a preliminary hearing was held to determine whether there was enough evidence for the teens' killers to stand trial. Atlanta's gang detective Marissa Veverito testified that investigators used social media, wiretaps, ballistics.
Hey, bro. Young Thug tweeted about her, bro. Young Thug said she gets down, bro. Maybe she'd have typed I don't know, I feel like she'd have typed like, you know, you gonna go mess with the rappers, you know what I'm saying, let them hit, and she just found out everything they do.
Surveillance and interviews with informants to build the case against the 7 members of OMF / Goodfellas. Veverito wished to remain anonymous as she worked undercover, but her identity was revealed online. While on the stand, she addressed wiretaps which she claimed proved Lil Baby's alleged involvement in several murder-for-hire plots.
Oh, what's up? Oh, what's going on? Man, like, come on, bro, you know what's finna go on. Like, how the hell you can, you know what I'm saying? They ain't even like that, man. Them got tickets on a lot of these folks, I'm telling you.
We just heard somebody say these folks got tickets on these people. We know what's going on. First of all, who was that said that about the tickets?
Unc, the unidentified male that was being referred to as Unc.
And he's speaking with Mr. Sanders?
Correct.
And what, in your experience, do you know what tickets are?
A price on somebody's head.
What do you mean by what do you mean on somebody's head? What is that?
Like a bounty.
Okay.
That's her talking to the lawyer.
And who were they referring to in that portion of the call?
They were saying that they had heard that Dominique Jones had tickets on a lot of people's heads.
Dominique Jones wanted to have people harmed.
Correct.
The audio would be played in court.
You have proof on that.
This wasn't 4PF members admitting Lil Baby was Lil Durk and motherfuckers. This was OMF/Goodfellas members under wiretap talking about Lil Baby, which doesn't prove shit. Of course, they're gonna blame the richest man claiming 4PF, but that doesn't mean Lil Baby did a damn thing. And that's exactly why to this day, he hasn't been charged. Viverito was the same gang expert in the YSL trial failure, and Young Thug would almost have his probation revoked after calling her the biggest liar in the DA office.
Which is crazy.
The decline violating Young.
That's freedom of speech, bro. Whatever happens after that is not his problem. You know what I'm saying? And all he said was she was a liar. He didn't say go send their threats, go threaten their family. Nah, he didn't say do none of that. They're not gonna do it anyways. They're just trolling. They're just trolling. They're not gonna actually do that. It was just trolling, but come on, bro. He got freedom of speech, dog.
Thug for his free speech. All in all, the 4PF Rico is nothing more than a myth, as Fulton County's DA office is looking to make a comeback after the YSL failure. The fact that police blame Lil Baby for 7 grown men making the decision to shoot kids with rifles is ridiculous, if not defamation. Lil Baby would take to Instagram to reply, only saying, "Thanks for all the concern. Please don't be misinformed by fake news. I'm overly good." And let's not forget, Lil Baby has powerhouse attorney Drew Finley behind him, the same man representing Lil Durk that also represented NBA Youngboy.
Yeah.
It's safe to say, the Atlanta DA doesn't want those problems. Now, for a while, everybody has been wondering about this 4PF Lil Baby Rico indictment that's supposed to be coming. And in my opinion, I don't think it ever is.
It's coming. Yeah, I don't think the Rico coming.
It's literally hearsay. You have opposing gang members saying that Lil Baby's putting bounties on people. Why?
Bro, he's not putting a bounty on nobody.
With the money, right? So it's the equivalent of Durk's Opps saying he's the one putting money on people.
Right.
But in Durk's case, that isn't it. People in Durk's camp are the ones, snitching, saying shit like that. So as far as this Lil Baby case, those wiretaps mean nothing.
It don't mean nothing.
The homicide commander blaming him for everything that happened, I don't agree with.
Yeah, it's like you can't just point a finger. Oh, Lil Baby's the richest person in the 4PF gang. So we're gonna look at Lil Baby. It was him. It was Lil Baby. He did it. He did it. He went to the rifles hood and he did it. He was the reason 7 grown men shot 2 13-year-old children. He was the problem. He was the reason why. Huh? Nah, but in all reality, bro, like, you can't go pointing fingers at somebody, bro. You know what I'm saying? They want a retaliation, and that's how they got the retaliation. Whether that was, I don't think that was a mistake, bro, because they said, supposedly, 10 out of Jake said it was multiple shots. So I'm not showing that, but hey, man. In all reality, that's crazy. RP to the kids, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm praying for both gangs. I hope they found it. I hope, man, all you can do is pray for them, bro. I'm saying, I wish the best for both of the gangs. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to wish bad for nobody, but it's definitely crazy for what they did, though. That shit was crazy.